Hello, my name's Fox, right? So today I'm at Fox. Also, before I do anything, like the video, whatever. Mystery Shack right now is selling actually Anne's shirt from season 3, so if you want to go check that out, as well as pre-orders on other stuff. I'm not sponsored, I just like their stuff, and, they're kind of awesome. But anyways, that's also where I got this. But in any case, Amphibia, season 3, so the final season, and it's the new normal where Anne and the family are now wake up in the human realm, our world. Which also, one thing I want to say this right now, I wrecked this while watching this, and there's been a fly that's been just flying around my room. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I ate my food. I actually got some cookies, and I was eating some cookies, and I was dipping in the milk and drinking and eating. And it was dark, so the fly flew around. I thought it landed on my cup. I wished away. I didn't see it. So then I started drinking my milk, and then I felt something enter into my mouth this hard. I'm like, and I immediately spat it out. I think it was a chocolate chip, but I thought it might have been the fly. And I'm like, what the? And I'm like, I am watching Amphibia, though, so it is kind of, it's kind of on brand. But in any case, Amphibia, season 3. I've already said before, Owl House is my favorite right now of the currently running shows. Also, I do have I think Molly McGee review should come out soon, or probably before this. I love the Owl House. I love the story, the world it builds, the art style, how darker it kind of little bit is. Not extremely much, but kind of how the power progression with loses, where she slowly gains different glyphs, and now is learning how to merge glyphs together. I love the Owl House. Owl House is my favorite one. Amphibia is one show where I'm like, all right, it's all right, and then when it's the finale, it's like, oh my god, mind blowing, basically. That's why I was like, all right, this is one of my top favorites now. Season 2 for me, it was also very similar to that as well, where I watched it because I watched season 1 after I finished Owl House. I'm like, I want more Disney. So I started watching, but and then eventually I caught on season 2 and watched that one, I believe, weekly. That one, similar to the first season, I was like, first episode was like, oh yeah, they show her calamity powers. Immediately, but they never come up again throughout it. Hell, even her sword hasn't reappeared for a while. But, and sword. And, it's wavered, but then, bam, that finale. Oh, hell yeah. This show is very good at building up things. Let me say, this show is good at, it has some fun episodes, obviously, in between the beginning and the end of the show, of the seasons. But at least to me, a lot of it's a lot of build up. And I love scenes in there and stuff like that, but it doesn't feel like a lot of build up, but the finales are the big, crescendo, it's the big ending. Big ending, it's like, this is everything leading up to. But it does take a minute to get there. I describe Amphibia as an arrow, where the rest of it's wood, it's not that hard, but it's all made to support the big arrowhead at the very end, to make sure it flies straight, and then the big arrowhead's the thing that kills you, that hits you right in the heart. Hits you right in the chest. Amphibia. So, season 3, I'm kind of having high hopes for, because, in a sense, it's the finale. It's the entire finale of Amphibia, and I'm so far really loving it. First off, it's kind of weird seeing this intro. Which also, this is actual wood carving. They've shown, how they made it. But, that's gonna be badass to fuck. Someone's gonna sell that at some point. Yeah, obviously they wake up here. I love... First off, one. I love, everything that's kind of going on at this point. I love the characters, and I love certain things that will come up later on, where they bring up stuff like certain character developments. But also, just before any of that happens... I think this is just another Sonic reference. I can't entirely say for sure it is, but I think this might be a Sonic reference. And what I mean by that is, if anyone's ever seen the beginning of... And because throughout throughout Amphibia, apparently there's been like a ton of Sonic the Hedgehog references. The one where there's the loop-to-loop with the flower on it, a Chow at one point in Marcy's flashback, and little things here and there. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is also a reference to Sonic, and I say that only because if anyone's ever seen Sonic X and seen the beginning of Sonic X, where Eggman uses Chaos Control using all 7 emeralds and a machine, and teleports everyone from Sonic's world to the human world, or our world, Sonic wakes up in the middle of a street, and eventually even like ends up on a highway. So I can't necessarily, and I just say, you know, these guys getting sent by a magic box with 3 magic crystals or gems, getting teleported back to the human world in the middle of the street. I can't say that's a Sonic the Hedgehog reference, but I feel like it probably is. But in any case, this season basically, no sir. Oh yeah, how she can tell she's home. I like how she steps, like she gets on her tippy toes. Also, Pac-Man. But yeah, so, what was I saying? Like this, at least this episode is so far is being very favorable to like all the setup that's supposed to be coming, to the point where Anne apparently is way more responsible than she was beforehand, which you do see in the show.
Poster child for hating responsibility.
Like
just look at what you drew as a kid.
At age 6, I hate responsibility. And because again, one big thing, because Anne very much is kind of little of a brat. Like, kind of like she wants to get in trouble with something, and it's probably way more because of Sasha. But she, like, this is very much how she was when the series started. And if you've seen my Molly McGee episode, assuming it came out by now, you know I like happy, good characters. Like, and that's not saying Anne is a bad character. That's not what I mean. I mean D&D style chaotic good characters. No, I guess Anne would be chaotic good. I guess it would be neutral good. Because I love Luz Noceta. I love Molly McGee. They are naturally good characters. Like, any like thing that happened with like Luz at her school, it wasn't out of malice. It wasn't out of being like, haha, I want to get in trouble. Like, she is very much a good person. Like, she just wants to be herself, and that's what messes it up. Molly McGee, very similar in a sense of she just wants to be a good person, and, you know, it tries to be good at wherever she goes. I love usually really good characters like that. Like, nice characters, I guess. I don't know. And very much in the beginning, like, she's like, yeah, we're not going to listen. Yeah, we're not listening to Hop Pop. Yeah, we're not doing this. She's a little bit of a brat. But again, throughout the series, we do slowly see her, especially towards the second half of season 2, slowly see her mature, I guess, and take more responsibility for things and all that stuff. And yeah, like, and like, even like in the first season 1 and 2, like, there's a time where she's like, oh yeah, I'm sick, and it's like, turns out, no, she's not sick. So I like that. Again, payoff for that. And is a lot more responsible, and it's not just something like out of nowhere. Like, it is something like, oh yeah, she is getting more responsible. She is, like, she takes care of the planters here, which, you know, she does beforehand. Also Hot Pop. She has saved them beforehand and is going to take care of them and make sure they're all right. So I love that. I love that a lot. That, again, that's more of that payoff. Also, I will say too. Oh, I never noticed all the little sparkles here. Also, I will say this too, just to bring this up. I love how you can kind of tell that this was probably written in 2020, because there is literally a quarantine song, and I love it because I'm like, okay, and I love the lyrics too, like, hold on. Well, see, quarantine fun. So they're like, straight like, yes, quarantine, you morons. This. In other words, stay in your damn house like you're freaking told. Quarantine, you idiots. Like, I love that this show straight up has a song about quarantine. Even though, yeah, they don't bring up, like, they don't bring up necessarily, like, so I think, because on Twitter, I'm sorry, I'm jittering, but someone on Twitter once said, like, I can't believe they added quarantine, like, there's a joke, and they're just like, I can't believe they added quarantine references, and it was just like, this girl Skyping, poly Skyping, or Sprig wearing one of those masks, but, like, with a cat mouth, and, like, I'm like, I guess maybe the mask thing, but I don't think Skyping or Discord or whatever is really the quarantine one, but after this, I'm like, you know what, those probably most definitely were references to that. Also, I also, this song is pretty cool too. One, obviously, because the planters are mystified by all of this. Also, that would explode, wouldn't it? I do like mom's, or Anne's mom, being very protective of Anne right now. I also do like, what do you call it? Anne's mom being very protective right now. I don't know if this is a reference to Dougal the dog. Be funny if it is. In Europe, it's known as the Magic Roundabout. But, yeah, like Anne's mom is very protective, and also like they bring up that also you see Best Friends Forever, Marshy, Sasha, but there's a way to say this. Like, I'm trying to think of a good way. I like that the mom is very protected, and also that because apparently they straight say yes, Anne has been gone for 5 months, so she's been gone for almost half a year. I would have thought it probably would have been a little bit longer. I can't remember if season 1 said how long. Was it there? Was she there only a month or 2? Wait, quarantine baby? Is that what you just said? I like how the mom's being protective, and like she says, like, you know, see, I understand the parents' apprehension. I understand it. Like, yeah, it makes sense why they're like, maybe we should just watch our daughter, just in case. Make sure she doesn't get taken away or something again, or disappears. Although, I will say, at the very beginning, like, you know, Anne says, like, you know, can the planner stay with us? And the parents are like, I don't know, maybe we should just let them, you know, authorities handle this. And I'm like, at least to me, I'm kind of like, this family took care of your daughter, making sure she wasn't dead. Yeah, she also made sure they didn't die, but also because of reasons of her. Make sure your daughter didn't die and took care of her for 5 months. Like, what? Like you should be like maybe feel a little bit apprehensive, but be like, yeah, they can stay. At least to me, that's how I feel would happen, because you know you kind of owe them. You kind of owe them a little bit for that. Also, I do kind of it. I don't know if it pains you or not, but when that Sprig says this when Anne says a family meeting. Like, yes, you moron, you're part of her family now. Yeah, there's no thing there, and also, this is freaking great. Again, I already brought this up in the trailer. I love like how this looks. Like, I want an Amphibia game in the style of. Well, actually, if I could get an open world Amphibia game, that'd be. If I could get any game, if I get Owl House, Amphibia, games where they're open world and you can custom and like, I would rate okay, but they would lose an Anne in both of those actually. But like, you know, gain new abilities, maybe use the calamity powers, or in Lou's case using something. I would love that stuff. But like I was thinking, because first I was gonna say like Amphibia style game set or Amphibia game set like with a Sly Cooper style, art style definitely. I love the Sly Cooper art style, especially even in those older games. I love it. But yeah, they really hit their stride in Sly 2 and 3. But yeah, and then here's a little bit with Andreas. I got you straight see like yeah, technology's happening. I love the stealth robo. The way he smiles. That mechanical laugh too I really love, which I think I don't know. Maybe it's just been a while since I've seen a robotic enemy who has kind of just straight evil personality, I guess. Because, like, obviously you have stuff like Ultron that's come out soon, as well as characters like Vision. But, I don't know, like, this kind of just straight, like, gremlin laugh, evil grin kind of stuff, I adore and I love so much. And also, this is pretty funny, too. Like, I like it. I don't know what Marcy... What if Andreas felt Marcy was to him other than a tool, because
would you mind picking me up the latest Cynthia Coven book?
So you missed an Azora reference you could have threw in there, but that's fine.
Marcy got me hooked and I'm dying to know what happens. And maybe some of those potato chip things she had.
Few things. One, you can't. Aren't there potatoes in Amphibia? You just need oil and fry that sucker up, like, and some salt. Like, just don't add bugs. You have nachos. Yeah, you could definitely bake those. What the hell? Also, one, I like that. You know, he did actually like the Cynthia Coven book, and I wonder, did he actually bond somewhat with Marcy? I'm hoping yes. It makes him a little bit more complex than just evil villain. And also, like, I love that idea. I love the idea of them. I love the idea of there is somewhat of that. Maybe there is a bit of regret in what he did. I don't know if that's the case. I hope it is, because, yeah, I would love that. That finally, yeah, like, not all of it was fake.
Eliminate potato chip. Okay, forget the chips. Kill the girl. Get the book.
Kill the girl, get the books. I don't know what it is. I had something about the simplistic face too. How it looked like it just, I don't know. It just made this funnier.
Okay, forget the chips. Kill the girl, get the book.
Also, I love how they say "kill the girl, get the book," because I completely binge watched all of the latest animated Spider-Man show, the 2017 one, and they just say, "Oh, she's gone. She was destroyed. I will destroy you." Like, all this stuff, when there's this show that just says, no, yeah, you can say kill her, kill the girl. Like, but, and then obviously here's this, which would have been a much bigger reveal if we didn't know, like, about the trailer or the opening last time.
And as for you, my dear, your part is just beginning.
See, they're setting that up, and I love that. The stealth robo actually is really cool. Also, I like that,
Together in there, understood?
And if anything goes wrong, it's back in the lockdown.
ah, shit. I love child lock. Also, what child lock is, like, way, like, on the front like that? Like, the most of the child lock I know, like, are inside the door and, like, others, I don't know. He immediately runs out. See, he's, like, showing, like, yeah, she's responsible, but she's still at carefreeness.
This was a bad idea, but
Also, like, I don't know, this there's a bit where, like, they're trying to dress him up, and, like, they said, like, oh, and you wore a lot of yellow. Oh, God. You wore a lot of yellow as a kid. Yellow usually done for a neutral color when you don't know what the baby is. I don't know if this is supposed to be kind of a reference. Well, not reference, but, like, someone brought up, oh, yeah, Anne's might be trans. I'm like, I don't know if that's the case, and it's pretty much like that Twitter. They're like, yes, this character's gay. It's like, are they really? Like, I don't know, having yellow clothing may actually lead towards that a bit. I don't know if that's the case, too. I'm just making something off of that. Hey, Twitter was right about Possessed Marcy and, what was it? Possessed Marcy, and a few other things. I can't remember what they were. So, I don't know. Also, it's really funny when he meets the guy who he looks exactly like. the human hot pop that's in the opening. But yeah, like I love that. I love that. But I also love when the stealth robo. I love how they're eating the food and everything. But I love this part with that shark fin thing. Stealth robo actually looks pretty freaking menacing, and I love that because it really does give me that shark vibe. Also, I love, like, you know, they're trying to hide it obviously from the parents, but I like hopefully they eventually will be able to tell. But I understand why you don't, because even like up here, like episodes like Anne's mom and dad goes, man, it would be great if we were eased into this. Wait, where is it? It was right here. No, it was here. Oh, it was here. How about here? Right here.
Back up. You're telling us there's a whole world of talking frogs and it's actually
Was it good?
Oh yeah, I like that too. That the mom like was like, you made this out of maggots?
Was it good? Lard with maggots?
Amphibia.
You made lard with maggots? Was it good?
I wonder that too.
This is a lot to take in. I wish we could have been eased into it.
That just. I love that. I love that so much. Also, it is kind of cool also to know that Anne's color is kind of yellow too. Like most of the time, even though her color is blue and yellow, actually is a really good combination. What is it? But yeah, like I understand why they're definitely hiding it. Obviously for obvious reasons of giant deadly robot. But also, like, you know, they would probably be like me, like, nope, we need to call the cops immediately. Also, I like the callback to, or not really callback, but that these guys get frozen as soon as they're inside ice cold place, like a freezer.
I'm getting real tired of this guy. Anyone
That's
got any ideas?
Like, yep. Also do like that they don't just immediately break out of the ice either. Also, I'll say this right now, ever since I've seen Spider-Man, playing with Spider-Man Miles Morales, where they're punching Rhino, and I'm looking at, or even in the original Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man game, when they're punching Rhino who's all covered in metal armor, I'm just like, metal hurts! Do your fists not hurt?
Come on, Powers.
Like, I love that, like, they're like, ah! Doesn't really do anything. Also, like that Anne obviously can't access her powers yet, obviously, but when she does, it's also one thing I actually want to say. Like, I actually really like his arm transformation. Looks like I'm pretty sure that's a Thai flower, isn't it? Or a lotus flower, I believe it is. I think that's a lotus flower. Let me see. Actually, hold on. Oh, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that is a lotus flower. God damn it. There we go. That's a lotus flower, or, like, I'm pretty sure, like, that's a Thai symbol, if I'm pretty sure. It could actually be a lotus flower or a lily pad flower, maybe? Yeah, that looks really good. And then, obviously, this is when her powers activate, which looks badass, which I'm going to say maybe it connects, obviously, like, obviously there's an emotional trigger, like Super Saiyan and stuff like that, but the way that, like, she activates it, and, like, it's to protect her family, so it might tie into her abilities as being Heart, the caring one, the one who's, you know, has, like, I guess the moral compass, and, you know, to protect others, and that's when, you know, her blue energy activates. Where I do like that, yes, that's how he's tracking her, so there's no getting rid of that. She also kind of has, like, a fusion voice going on. So there might be another creature, like, connected to her, same way they're connected to the Knight. So, Mars is connected to the Knight. You didn't have to do the backwards teleport, but it's still awesome. Also love how I think like the robot Frobo got scared. They're like, oh shit, I need to get out of here now. Oh, that's a good way to save up on animating. Also love that one, you obviously see that yes, it does take a toll on her. Which we do see in the first one.
Come on, Anne. Come back. Takes a lot out of her.
Well, we gotta do something.
To the rescue!
Ugh.
Ah, no, get it away.
That's amazing. But what was it? Like you even see like what is it? She says here?
Guys.
Made a mess of the.
And one thing is because she brings up that she can't move her arms, and you don't see her really moving her arms the whole time.
Don't look too good back there.
Yeah, I'm thinking I shouldn't use those.
Oh, I guess you do.
I can
Never
help
mind.
it. I don't know how else to describe it, but using them feels bad.
So again, that's probably tying into like whatever the calamity is connected to or the powers. Maybe it goes in the night. Who knows? But also like you see like she can't even move her arms at one point. Oh yeah, see. Oh no, yeah, you see right here. You see right here, like she stops swaying her arms, like they just straight up go dead.
And find a way to reopen a portal to Amphibia and return you home. Bring them back to Earth.
Yep.
Okay.
Like her arm. Oh, whatever.
Now, can someone please open this door for me? I'm trying to move my arms and nothing's happening.
They really should have just had her arms like dead. Like, and also this final animation is really good. It has very much that anime feel to it, like kind of how that Sailor Moon anime ending for Star Versus. This gives me very much like that kind of same kind of feel, but of like anime, not so much Sailor Moon. But yeah, this was an awesome episode. I loved it. I thought it was freaking badass. I want to see obviously more. I want to see where it's gonna go. I feel like again, the same way the same way the first season again. All right, good episode. All right, amazing finale. Same thing with season 2. All right, yeah, so amazing finale. I'm hoping that this season will basically be an entire amazing finale leading up to an immaculate, like holy kind of ending. Like, I hope that's kind of where it's going. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think. If you want to check out my videos I've done, links are on my Facebook, description videos. Mystery Shack, again, go check them out. They should be selling and shirt and all that stuff. You'll be seeing me wearing that hopefully soon for these videos. But thanks for watching videos. I actually got 2 because I'm going to be wearing that a lot. But thanks for watching videos, and we will see you later. My hair's just a mess, isn't it?